allow these certain children to see what they wanted to see to be more comfortable for them or something. It's kind of
just the ones that don't need glasses.
I think it's something that I've heard of before with UFO or alien cases where they say that the beings will present themselves as something more tangible for the person to comprehend. You know what I mean?
Yes. And this is what I meant. I guess, remember, and it's funny that we keep going back to our first episode, but like where I think that the aliens are usually kind of discriminatory as to who they're choosing to show themselves to, because similar to like, ghosts and whatever, and I don't care if you believe in ghosts or not, it doesn't matter. They're real. But some people can see them and some people can't, because kind of like some people have a better sense of sight or hearing, or some people are blind or deaf. There's differences in all of that. And I think that that aliens might be kind of aware of that kind of a thing too. So it does beg the question of whether this was intentional, that they were reaching out to children on purpose because their minds haven't been subverted by being too technologed.
Yeah, and it's hard to think of a case where this many people saw the same thing to get a sample size of people seeing the same event differently, but all agreeing that the event did in fact happen.
There's one other case that I've heard of, Russ, that was in Australia where a UFO or a couple of UFOs were seen by a school. It was a similar thing. There was a bunch of school kids out during recess. They all saw this UFO, and there was no little guys or anything, but there was like a similar thing where around a school they all saw this UFO thing, and maybe it's something to do with, maybe the UFOs are hanging out near schools or something. I don't know. It's just...
Oh, I don't like that implication.
Yeah.
They're trying to get some clean piss for a drug test.
All right. Stop.
Sorry.
All right. Let's hear some more about this, because let's get back to the kids' round table. Let's hear what these kids got to say.
Well, when they came, I thought they were crazy. I thought they were crazy just coming to our school just doing nothing. And all I saw was something like silver coming down, and I said, what must that be? And everybody's crowding it. I must go crowd too. And then I went and I started crowding, and everybody's... then more people came and more, and then I said, hey, I can't see anymore, come on, somebody, I'm sure, come on. And then I went to the front, and I started seeing more of them, and then I just ran away.
The day before the special came, my friends and I were sitting in the playground, and one of my friends said, oh, there's a UFO. She said, and I looked at it, and she said, no, just kidding, it's an airplane. And we looked up, and I thought to myself, that can't be an airplane, because it was very shiny. It looked kind of like a cigarette, It was a long thing, and then on the end it was all shiny. And so I said, maybe it is a UFO. So we were all kind of like getting scared now. And then the day that it happened, then we started thinking, yeah, that must have been a UFO in the sky. Because my brother also saw it, but he's left the school now. Mm-hmm. It both looked like...
So that... the first kid's got to be the cutest one. Like, they're crowding. I want to crowd. Let's make crowd.
Yeah. No, I like this kid's my favorite. I thought for a second, at least this kid's being the most kid-like when he's like, I thought they were crazy. Like, what the hell? Like, that's finally, I'm like, oh, that's what I'm used to kids sounding like. But then he or she, I can't tell.
It was a boy. It was a boy. He was really funny.
Yeah, I loved it. And then he went into, but still sounding super, like, mature. It almost sounded like if the words and the cadence were just, I was just hearing that and not the little childlike voice, it would sound like a teenager or a young adult.
This whole incident could be like a commercial for the school, because these kids are all so smart and so well educated.
Yeah.
I send my kids to Zimbabwe to freaking be really good citizens. Jeez,
whatever the school was, these kids are so well spoken. They all sound like writers.
Yeah, they make me sound like an idiot, which is not very difficult to do. But I mean, they're kids, so it's even worse.
They just sound so smart.
There's a bit of a twist. It's a bit of a twist in this part of it, because the really cute boy says they were crazy was there, but the second is a girl, and she's saying the day before the incident they thought they saw a UFO that looked like a cigarette in the sky, and I said, it's a UFO. No, just kidding, it's a plane. But actually it was a UFO. So that's the only little bit of doubt I got in my mind, is that the day before there were a couple of kids talking about UFOs, and you know how this kind of stuff goes. It could have spread around. They start talking about it, and then UFOs are on everyone's brain.
Except that maybe it was because that's kind of their thing. They're scoping out, so maybe they did see it for real before it decided to land.
And that one girl didn't even know what a UFO was.
That's
Exactly.
true. And she was a big part of it, and she got like a real close view of it. So
You had a very good account. Uh-huh.
here's some more of the kids describing the ship itself.
Like this.
You saw one UFO that's surrounded by little ones?
Yeah, one big one. One spaceship.
Yeah.
Little ones around.
Yeah, let me see. Let me see your drawing. One big... What?
One spaceship and then small ones surrounding it with they were lights
Yeah.
surrounding the ship.
Like Sholmes, huh? This is Sholmes' drawing.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay, one landed, the big one landed, and the two aliens came out.
Yes.
And what happened with the little ones?
The little ones, they were just floating around in the air. They didn't touch the ground. They were just around the air next to them.
And that, these made the silver lights?
Yeah, they were making different color lights. Like green, red, flash to blue. Then they'd go to blue, and then green. Yeah, purple and red. But it was like it was going like each one to each one, but quickly. Yeah, like you know, like they go and then they're vanishing.
You know, like a flute.
Like Cardi B.
Quickly. I thought this was one ship moving. Yeah.
I can this drawing.
That's
So-
right.
Cardi B.
Just like Cardi B.
That was
this-
so funny.
This reminded me a lot of something that Christo was talking about. You've got the one main ship, but you've got kind of these two orbs that are flying around it, and the
flank
lights are
them,
going
yeah.
crazy, doing the Cardi B, like...
I know how to do that sound, and I'm not going to do that
Oh.
sound because this is clearly a fad, and anybody who makes that sound is going to regret it 10 years from now.
Oh, no. This
It's
is
true.
This is 1994, man. These kids are before the curve, all right?
Oh, they're fine. They're fine.
So,
They've passed that statutory. Yeah.
the kids have not only had to deal with, being, film cameras on them and their principals asking them stuff. Harvard professors are asking them stuff. But let's hear about how the people in their lives reacted to this experience.
Ooh.
Nobody in your neighborhood who believed you?
My mom and dad, my granny and my granddad.
One at a time.
One at a time,
My
please.
uncle didn't. Where the
Here.
spaceship had landed, all the insects and ants and stuff like that were all dead, and there was a huge black mark there. And my mom said it might have just been a fire there, but I don't think there was. I think it was an alien ship.
Yeah. But, you've gone to the place, of course, and have you seen anything?
No, we weren't allowed
An
to.
evidence, I mean, that it was there?
Some other people came to the school and they went out the boundary of the playground and they went to go and see what had happened there, and they saw that the grass was burnt and all the living things had died there in that area. Him and his parents and his brother and sister all believed me. And my mother just believed me, but my dad didn't believe anything I said. Anything.
Yeah, his dad didn't believe anything, but there is physical evidence of this happening. There's burnt grass, and all the living things are dead. Pretty
Whoa.
remarkable.
And some
Yeah,
of the
capital R.
footage is
Glasses being removed. Remarkable.
Yeah, and
I mean,
they were like,
Because you
Can
can't just have burnt grass without there being the staff and shit aware that there was a fire that they had to put out.
I was gonna
And-
say,
Yeah, but my mother thought I was full of beans, so...
No,
beans are popular.
and you're saying they were like, well, didn't you go check it out? And they were like, well, we tried to, but they wouldn't let us, man. Maybe like his dad's like Men in Black or something, and they had to go
Oh,
cover
shit.
this up quick because they evidently there were some adults checking out the area, warning it
Yeah.
off.
And
Somebody
they always
studied
ruin
this.
it for kids because they think they know better. But children are the future, so let them investigate the alien crash sites.
Yeah, they're the ones that have to live on this planet with no oxygen in 50 years. Let them
Exactly.
let them get a little work in right now. But it's about to get a little weirder with the kids, and the kids, once again, they give their opinion of why they came.
I heard this lady on TV, I think it was Still Dark, and she said this lady got kidnapped and she had babies that were aliens.
what you're afraid of. Yeah.
I'm always sleeping with my kittens because I'm always so scared.
And he's protecting you, of course.
Maybe if we don't do what they were trying to tell us, they'll probably come back and try to tell us again. Yeah.
Why do you all think these aliens came, especially here in Ruwa? Have you any idea? Yeah.
I think they came to examine what it looked like. Because even though you can see it from probably where they are, but they want to come take a closer look how the grass grows, how the trees grow and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I think the aliens came because they're curious like us, and well, they want to learn about us, and we want to learn about them. Some people say that people are saying that the aliens came to warn us when something's going to happen, that something bad is going to happen to the earth.
Yeah.
I think they came here to try and warn us that the children, because we're young, we've got a long time till we die, to warn us that
hopefully
when we're older, there's something going to happen to the earth. Yeah, not to pollute, because we're young, we can still prevent it. Yeah.
Do you still have all that feeling that as a child you can do a lot?
I have it.
Yeah? Do you feel, as a child, do you feel privileged? Or do you think, next time if the UFO is coming, please go to another school?
No, I don't feel privileged.
You feel privileged that you thought?
I'd love them to come back and you could see them again. But only this time closer.
What do you want to say?
The only thing I want to know, when are we going to be on TV? All right.
We sent you the cassette.
That kid got his priorities straight. So when's this being filmed?
Well, you're on the Unbelievers podcast now, kid. You made it.
Congrats. We are too technologed to deny this. But a lot of cool stuff in this. Some of the kids, there's like those kind of negative kids. They're like, yeah, they're here to warn us that it's going to be a Mad Max universe soon, and we have to watch out. But other kids are like, well, they just wanted to come and see how the grass grows and see how we are, and we're going to learn about them.
Well, those kids are dumb.
Well, they're hippies.
Yeah.
Remember, you got to remember,
dumb.
They're it's a couple little hippies. Like that one girl said, they had long hair. They look like little hippies, and they came saying to save the earth. And yeah. You know?
Like really lame square stuff. Who wants to save the earth? Like no.
But the grunge kids know that there is no future. Everything's dark. Things gonna fall apart. Kurt Cobain just died a couple of months ago. These kids are depressed. And they're looking at the bad side of them coming.
Oh yeah, Russ, you can tell by how much plaid they were wearing and how they described the aliens. Like they were definitely just like, take us with you.
Yeah.
I love their uniforms, by the way. Super cute.
I like the hats. Go look. These kids get uniform floppy hats. I'm jealous that my school never had floppy hats.
Yeah, these guys are way more technology than us, and this was 94. So, I mean, we're falling behind so much. We really need to get as technology as Zimbabwe, in my opinion.
Yeah, and we need those floppy Luke Skywalker hats like they had. They were very cool.
Please.
But this is, this happened, like I said, 1994. This is the last kid. When are we going to be on TV? Don't worry, kid. You're going to be on TV. It's going to happen. But
now you'll be on Hulu.
He's going to be on TV again 16 years later. Because then they started to catch up with these kids and some of the teachers and some of the parents that were involved, and they stick with their story.
Although we do not fully understand what happened, there was something definite that did occur there that was out of the ordinary. It was not a regular day at school.
Yeah, I think if there was one experience I'd like to relive, it would be that particular experience.
It really does stick with me that something happened, something was out there, and the kids saw it.
He has never stopped talking about it. He has never stopped talking about it. And he has believed all the time that it did happen.
I think something definitely happened. Yeah, for sure.
That's it.
Ooh.
So you're like, yeah, sure, it happened, sure.
It's cool to